Mabel Jackson was a woman who had seen much in her 65 years of life. For decades, she worked tirelessly as a cleaner in homes around her neighborhood. Her days were filled with hard labor, scrubbing floors, dusting shelves, and making sure every corner sparkled. Mabel was not just any worker, she was a symbol of resilience, showing up day after day, ready to face the challenges of her job with a determined spirit. Her hands told the story of her life. They were rough and scarred, evidence of years spent bending over sinks and scrubbing stubborn stains. Each mark on her skin spoke of her hard work and dedication. Mabel knew what it meant to struggle, yet she also understood the importance of hope and courage. Even in challenging times, her heart remained strong and open. Mabel's experiences shaped her into a person who cared deeply for others. She often listened to the stories of her neighbors, sharing in their joys and sorrows. This connection made her well loved in the community, where people recognized her as more than just a cleaner. She was a friend and a listening ear. As she approached the rally, Mabel felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. The air was charged with energy, filled with voices calling for justice and change. When she spotted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speaking to the crowd, her heart raced. Here was a man who dedicated his life to fighting for equality and dignity for everyone. In that moment, standing among thousands of people, Mabel knew that her own story mattered. She embodied the struggles faced by so many others, representing their resilience as well. Her journey through life brought her here today, reaching out for a simple handshake that would transform into something much greater, an unforgettable moment in history. The atmosphere at the 1962 rally was electric, filled with a sense of hope and determination that pulsed through the crowd. People of all ages and backgrounds gathered to hear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speak, united by a common goal: equality and justice for all. The air was charged with enthusiasm as chants and songs echoed, celebrating the dream of a better future. This rally was more than just an event, it marked a significant moment in the civil rights movement. Organized as part of ongoing efforts to challenge segregation and discrimination, it provided a platform for voices that had long been silenced. Supporters came together to demand change, believing that they could reshape society into one that honored dignity and respect for every individual, regardless of their skin color. Everywhere Mabel looked, she saw faces filled with passion. Children held up handmade signs while older adults shared stories of their struggles and triumphs. There was a sense of community. People embraced each other in solidarity, recognizing their shared experiences and aspirations. The energy was contagious, making Mabel's heart swell with pride and excitement. As Dr. King prepared to speak, tension mingled with anticipation. He had become a beacon of hope for many, inspiring countless individuals through his powerful words about love, justice, and nonviolence. Mabel felt deeply connected to his message. It resonated with her own life experiences and her desire for a brighter future. In this vibrant setting, Mabel understood that she was part of something much bigger than herself. It was not just her story but the story of many who fought tirelessly for their rights. The feeling of possibility hung thick in the air as she approached the stage, ready to reach out to Dr. King, a moment that would symbolize hope not only for herself but for everyone striving toward change. As the rally continued to buzz with excitement, Mabel felt her heart racing. She stood among the crowd, captivated by Dr. King's inspiring words. It was as if he spoke directly to her, igniting a fire of courage within her. The energy around her pulsed like an electric current, urging her to take a step forward. In that moment, she realized she did not only want to be an observer, she wanted to connect with this remarkable leader who stood for change. Gathering her strength, Mabel took a deep breath and made her way closer to the stage. Each step felt monumental as she approached the man whose voice echoed hope across the nation. When she finally reached the front, she could hardly believe it. This was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man whose vision of equality had inspired thousands, including herself. With trembling hands, Mabel extended her rough and scarred hand toward him. It was a simple gesture but filled with profound meaning. In that handshake, she wanted to convey not just her own story but the stories of countless others who had fought against injustice. She yearned for him to understand how hard life had been for many like her, who endured daily struggles. Dr. King looked down at Mabel's outstretched hand and paused for a moment. Then, in a gesture that took everyone by surprise, he gently took her hand and kissed it. The crowd gasped in awe, witnessing a moment of deep respect and connection between two people from vastly different backgrounds. In that fleeting instant, Mabel felt seen and validated. It was more than just a handshake. It was an acknowledgement of her struggles and those of others like her. This bold gesture transformed Mabel into an emblem of courage and hope, illustrating how one connection could ripple out and inspire change in the world around them. The moment Mabel extended her hand to Dr. King, the roughness and scars on her skin told a powerful story of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Her hands, worn from years of cleaning homes, were not just symbols of her labor. They embodied her journey through life filled with struggles and triumphs. Each scar marked a memory of long hours spent working tirelessly to provide for herself and her family. As she stood before Dr. King, those hands represented more than just her own experiences. They symbolized the countless individuals who had faced similar hardships in their daily lives. Mabel's hands had scrubbed floors and washed dishes, but they had also held dreams of equality and justice that extended far beyond the walls of the homes she cleaned. They carried the weight of unspoken stories, tales of sacrifice, dedication, and the pursuit of a better future. When Dr. King kissed Mabel's hand, it was more than a simple gesture. It was an acknowledgement of all that her hands represented. In that intimate moment, he recognized the hard work and courage behind those scars, honoring not only Mabel's personal journey but also the collective struggle of many who fought against oppression. The kiss transformed the handshake into a profound connection between them, a bridge between their worlds. In that single exchange, Mabel's rough hand reached out to a leader whose voice resonated with hope for millions. It became a symbol of solidarity in their fight for change. The crowd watching this moment felt the gravity of what transpired. It was a representation of how every individual's efforts contribute to a greater cause. Mabel's hands, scarred yet strong, were now intertwined with the movement for justice, embodying the belief that every person matters in the quest for equality. As Mabel's rough hand reached out to Dr. King, the crowd fell silent in anticipation. They understood that this moment was more than just a simple handshake. It was a powerful intersection of lives and struggles. Dr. King looked down at her hand and, instead of merely shaking it, he bent slightly and kissed it gently. This unexpected act resonated deeply, echoing through the hearts of all who witnessed it. The kiss was not just a gesture of politeness. It was a profound acknowledgement of Mabel's life story. In that brief moment, Dr. King showed respect for the years she had dedicated to hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. He recognized that her hands bore the marks of countless hours spent cleaning homes, but more importantly, he understood they also held the weight of dreams and aspirations for justice and equality. The crowd breathed in the significance of this exchange. Many eyes glistened with tears as they saw Dr. King honor Mabel not only as an individual but as a representative of all those who faced hardships in silence. His actions elevated her story to one of collective importance, making it clear that every struggle mattered in the fight against oppression. When he turned back to the audience after kissing her hand, Dr. King shared Mabel's story with them, weaving her personal journey into the larger narrative of the civil rights movement. He articulated the hope and determination that her life symbolized, a hope that transcended beyond her individual experience into the dreams shared by many. In doing this, Dr. King transformed the moment into a rallying cry for solidarity and change. Mabel's presence on that stage became a testament to the strength found in community, and an invitation for everyone to continue striving for justice together. It was a beautiful reminder that every person's story holds power and can inspire others to reach for a brighter future. After Dr. King kissed Mabel's hand, he turned to the crowd, a glimmer of determination in his eyes. The audience was alive with anticipation, eager to hear what he would say next. With a steady voice, he began to share Mabel's story, weaving her journey into the larger tapestry of the civil rights movement. He spoke of the challenges she faced as a cleaner, a life marked by long hours and hard labor, yet filled with dreams of equality and justice. Dr. King emphasized that Mabel was not alone. Her experiences echoed the struggles of countless individuals who worked tirelessly in silence each day. He painted a vivid picture of her life, each scar on her hands a testament to her unwavering strength and perseverance. As he spoke, the crowd listened intently, nodding in recognition of their own stories reflected in hers. "Here stands a woman who represents many," Dr. King declared passionately. "Mabel Jackson's hands may be rough, but they symbolize the hard work and dedication of all those who have fought for their dignity and rights." His words resonated deeply, instilling a sense of unity among the listeners. They understood that Mabel was not just an individual, she embodied the collective struggle for justice that spanned generations. By highlighting her story, Dr. King transformed Mabel into a beacon of hope and resilience. He encouraged everyone present to recognize the power within their own narratives, that every person's experience mattered in the quest for change. The crowd erupted with applause as they felt inspired by his message. In that moment, Mabel became more than just a woman at the rally. She stood as an emblematic figure representing all those who labor for justice. Dr. King's powerful sharing of her story ignited a renewed spirit in the crowd, reminding them that together they could continue pushing toward a more equitable future for all. As Dr. King finished sharing Mabel's story, the crowd erupted into applause, a wave of emotion washing over everyone present. Faces were illuminated not just by the bright sun but by newfound hope and determination. Tears glistened in many eyes, as individuals felt their own struggles reflected in Mabel's journey. They understood the significance of this moment, realizing that Mabel was not merely a woman on stage but a representative of all their stories, their hardships, sacrifices, and dreams for a better future. People began to rise from their seats, clapping and shouting words of encouragement. "Yes, we can!" echoed through the air as voices joined together in a chorus of solidarity. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a sense of purpose that surged through the crowd like an unstoppable current. Many held hands with strangers, forming a human connection that transcended individual experiences, uniting them in the shared fight for justice. Mabel stood in awe as she absorbed the reaction from those around her. She could feel the strength and unity emanating from the crowd, reinforcing her belief in the power of collective action. It was as if Dr. King's words had ignited a flame within each person, urging them to stand up and advocate for change in their own lives and communities. The cheers grew louder as Dr. King raised his hands for silence. When the crowd settled down, he encouraged them to remember Mabel's story as a reminder that every effort counts in the pursuit of equality. "Let her journey inspire you to push forward," he urged passionately. That rally became more than just an event. It transformed into a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. Mabel's story resonated deeply with each person present, fostering an unshakable sense of unity that would propel them all toward a shared dream of justice and equality for all. In that gathering, hope blossomed like flowers in spring, bright, vibrant, and filled with promise for a better tomorrow. The impact of that moment at the rally extended far beyond the applause and tears of the crowd. For Mabel, being held up as a symbol of resilience and hope was transformative. It affirmed her belief in the importance of sharing her story and made her realize that her struggles were not in vain. The kiss from Dr. King, and the acknowledgement of her life's work, gave her a sense of dignity and purpose that she had long sought. In that singular moment, Mabel became an emblematic figure not just for herself but for all those who had worked tirelessly for equality. For those present at the rally, witnessing Mabel's story unfold created a powerful connection to their own lives. They saw reflections of their challenges in Mabel's journey, a reminder that each person's experiences carry weight and meaning. Inspired by Mabel's courage, many individuals left the gathering with a renewed sense of determination to take action in their own communities. It sparked conversations around kitchen tables and on street corners about how personal stories could fuel collective movements toward change. This interaction encouraged participants to understand that true progress often begins with individual voices coming together to form a chorus demanding justice. Many who felt marginalized or voiceless found inspiration in Mabel's experience, realizing they too could be heard if they shared their stories openly. The effects rippled throughout the civil rights movement as well. Mabel's story empowered activists to highlight personal experiences in their campaigns, emphasizing the connection between individual struggles and collective action. Each narrative added depth and humanity to the fight for civil rights, showing that behind every statistic or protest sign was a real person with dreams and desires for a just society. In essence, this moment served as a reminder that personal stories can truly inspire others to join hands and push forward toward meaningful change, illustrating the strength found in unity and shared struggles within the ongoing fight for equality. Mabel Jackson's bravery and story have left an indelible mark on the broader narrative of the civil rights movement. In a time when many voices were silenced, her willingness to step forward and share her experience served as a powerful reminder that every individual's journey matters. Mabel's life, filled with hard work and resilience, became a symbol of the struggles faced by countless others who fought for justice and equality. Her interaction with Dr. King not only uplifted her but also illuminated the importance of personal stories in driving social change. By highlighting Mabel's experiences, Dr. King showcased how individual struggles contribute to a greater understanding of the collective fight against oppression. This connection between personal and political narratives became a cornerstone of the civil rights movement, as activists began to recognize that sharing their own stories could inspire others to join in the fight. The legacy of Mabel's moment at the rally extends beyond her individual experience. It emphasizes the need for inclusivity within the movement. Every story, whether it be one of triumph or hardship, has the power to resonate deeply within communities, sparking conversations and motivating action. Mabel's story encourages people to embrace their own experiences and recognize their significance in the ongoing pursuit of equality. As her story continues to be told, it fosters a sense of solidarity among individuals from all walks of life. Mabel remains a beacon for those who feel marginalized, reminding them that they too can make a difference simply by sharing their truth. Her legacy teaches us that movements for justice thrive when we uplift one another's voices, showing that each person's unique journey contributes to the rich tapestry of human experience. In this way, Mabel Jackson's courage serves as an enduring inspiration for future generations, reinforcing the belief that every effort towards change is valuable and necessary in the quest for a just society. In conclusion, Mabel Jackson's story serves as a powerful reminder of the everyday heroes who play vital roles in the fight for justice. Her journey exemplifies resilience, hard work, and the courage to stand up for one's beliefs. By sharing her experience, Mabel not only highlighted her individual struggles but also connected with the collective aspirations of many who fought for equality. The pivotal moment at the rally, where Dr. King recognized her efforts with a kiss on her hand, demonstrated the profound respect that can be given to individuals whose lives may often go unnoticed. It underscored the value of personal narratives in inspiring others and reinforcing that every story matters. Mabel's bravery in stepping forward invites us all to reflect on our own experiences and how they contribute to the broader tapestry of society. As we honor Mabel Jackson and countless others like her, we recognize that each person's journey has the power to shape movements and inspire change. Her legacy is a call to action for everyone to embrace their voices and share their truths in pursuit of justice. Each story told adds depth to our understanding of human experience and reinforces our shared commitment to making the world a better place. Let us remember that behind every movement for change lie real people with dreams, struggles, and aspirations. By celebrating these everyday heroes, we cultivate a sense of solidarity and unity in our quest for equality. Together, we can continue to strive toward a future where every person's voice is heard and valued. Mabel's story reminds us to look beyond ourselves and acknowledge the strength found in community, an invitation for all of us to join hands in fighting for what is right. As we move forward, let her courage inspire us to uplift one another and forge a path toward justice that honors the contributions of every individual along the way.